Welcome to the 7 Years' War mod for Hearts of Iron 4. At least in my opinion, the 7 Years' War is not given the attention it deserves. It's obviously the real First World War. No one gives it any credit for that. And I love it when HOI4 and its mechanics are used to represent times that it doesn't make sense for the mechanics to be present in. It's fun. I'll always enjoy seeing what the mod devs come up with. So we'll be playing this today. We can play the unsupported version or the Threat in Europe version. I kind of want to play the unsupported version, but I will resist for now. Because yeah, the 7 Years' War was a very interesting thing. We can play as a lot of countries because a lot of countries were involved in the war, and we could really play as any country and do something interesting. We should probably, however, play as Great Britain or France, just because they are the two main powers who kind of started off the war, and it eventually led to other allies like Austria, France's ally getting called in, and on and on and on with several and several more alliances. It's also like called the French and Indian War in America, at least that's what I learned it as. Didn't France own like land in India before this though, or was it just this that they owned? I'm sure France owned more than just this. I don't know, I could be wrong. But we really need to clean up this border gore too, right here. So we'll play as France. Oh cool, so we have some unique icons. Yeah, and we're led by Louis XV, so that's fun. Canadian Confederation, oh yeah, because we still have a lot of land over here in the New World. Workshops and blacksmiths, so military factories are blacksmiths and civilian factories are workshops. Wait, what are farmsteads? Oh yeah, so farmsteads give us oil, and oil is food. Yeah, okay, I get it now. That's nice. Rubber is silk, it looks like, if I'm interpreting that image correctly. I don't know, I can't really tell. It's kind of a blurry image. And then we have wood. Nice, instead of chromium, because we're not extracting chromium at this point. So I guess we'll probably start with some of the industrial stuff. I don't know if it's us or the British who start the war off. We'll have to see, but we'll start off by building some factories, and we will get our army ready for a war against Great Britain. The two sides were mainly like the Anglo-Prussian alliance, Great Britain and Prussia, and Portugal versus Spain, France, Austria, and Russia. So yeah, you could say it was kind of uneven, but Great Britain did win in the end, so you gotta give them that. Hopefully this mod does a good job of making them and Prussia overpowered or something. But yeah, we're gonna change history today by getting the other side to win. What would have happened if France and the other guys won the 7 Years' War? And I know there was like some weird stuff going on with the 7 Years' War too. Like I know Russia, I believe, like dropped out of it halfway through or something. I can't remember my history for sure. Random green artillery, interesting. We don't have very many military factories. That's not good. Great Britain is definitely ahead of us. And this border gore is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, okay, so India is correct, because the Mughal Empire is a Reichsprotectorate of us. That's, just ignore the Reichsprotectorate, but they're just like a colony of us. Okay, so it is correct. That's good. So we'll bring in a garrison to India. I definitely want to win India, and this is one of the main reasons why I would call this the First World War for sure, because there was fighting in like India and Africa. Just gotta say though, this is a pretty big Ottoman Empire too. This must be like the Ottoman Empire at their height. They still control pretty much all the coast of the the Black Sea right here. The Commonwealth still exists too. This is a pretty strong Commonwealth also. Oh yes, and the untouched lands are communist. How nice, yeah. I guess that makes sense, right? Oh, Australia's not quite colonized, or I guess it's just this one island, and it's still, of course, led by Junker. And for now, I'm sure they'll update everything in the future. Maybe, I don't know. This is just like the beta version of the mod, so I should mention that. Ah yes, and I love it. We're just researching books. Or new methods of research. How nice. We don't have to worry about complicated electronics. Wait, how far does this go? 1760, that's decent. That should be enough for the 7 Years' War. I see. Well, the war hasn't quite started yet, so. And we've already started down the Grand Battle Plan Doctrine, kind of, but I'm going to switch over to this new doctrine. It seems like it's decent with the current level of technology we have. I guess Grand Battle Plan would still be useful, but it's not It's not the same, and we can't do superior firepower. I'm pretty sure this isn't quite finished yet. It'll be cool once it's done, though. Well. Britain started to mobilize. So Britain is kind of becoming slightly aggressive. I guess we'll have to prepare ourselves. We'll send a spy over to London, too, just to get some intel on them. I also realized we have these two pretty bad national spirits, hunger and briberies in the palace. We have to go here to get rid of briberies in the palace, and then over here to get rid of hunger. Hanover just joined Great Britain's alliance, which makes sense because they're ruled by the same monarch, George II of Hanover, so I guess that makes perfect sense. And soon Prussia will join them, I assume, or maybe they'll join after the war starts. I'm not sure, but yeah, they're definitely friendly. And wait, was France's fleet really this bad compared to Britain? Because we have 12 ships, and they have 135 to 362. Was it really this bad? That's like terrible. No one on our team has a fleet except the Spanish, kind of, and I'm not sure if the Spanish will join us. I believe they did historically, but they just have a generic focus tree, so I don't know if they for sure will. Oh wow, problems are rising in the Ottoman Empire. This rebellion led by Janissary Boss has popped up, so event without text. It makes the Ottoman Empire happy though, so... Oh, we're like deciding if Greece becomes the owner of stuff. I guess we'll do it. We want to make Russia happy. They were our historical ally, so I guess we just supported the creation of Greece, pretty much. So I guess now Russia likes us, and the Ottomans don't like us. Our industry is actually growing really fast. It's pretty good. We finally passed Great Britain in sieves, and now we're trying to catch up on mills. They have a lot of mills. At least Austria has a bit too to kind of counteract that. Prussia is pretty weak right now, but that's also pretty historical too. It'll be cool to see what happens. We became spy master of our faction also, so we'll be able to keep growing our spy network in Britain, figure out what exactly they have. Well, it looks like Great Britain lost control over India. That's really bad for them. I guess we don't need to worry about all these battle orders anymore. I would justify on them if world tension was high enough and just take it all for myself. And the Holy Roman Empire seeks to join us, so yeah, sure. We'll allow them in. We're kind of growing our alliance. This war should be easy, right? Well, that's kind of what they thought in real life, but Great Britain is pretty powerful. Oh, it looks like world tension just got spiked. Threat from actions, that's nice. So now we can justify this war against Great Britain because they refused to do their focus to start the war, and we don't have a focus to start the war, so now we can finally make our move. Wow, and the Ottoman Empire declared war on the Russian Empire. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm excited to see what happens here. Okay, well, the game seems to have crashed in that past save, and it seems like from the autosave it's completely unplayable now. So now we will simulate what if the 7 Years' War started without any sort of warning at all. This will give Great Britain probably the best advantage that they could possibly get. And see, now we have 0 stability too, so that's just another advantage for them. I guess this will be a more accurate simulation, because in the other one, let's be fair, they lost India. There was no hope for them at all. Now they actually have a chance with it starting dramatically, and without me being able to prepare a actually really decent army. But yeah, now we'll get a taste of how overpowered their navy is and what exactly we'll have to do to counter the entire thing. I'm happy this happened, kind of. I'm still kind of mad that the game crashed, but I'm happy that now it's kind of actually a challenge instead of just really easy. I'm not putting any divisions on this border because, I don't know. They don't really have any ports here, I don't think, so they can't possibly garrison that, and they'll capitulate once we take this. Okay, and let's also try to invade across the English Channel. Wait, did our entire navy is gone because it was docked in this port. I guess, why not? Why not just justify war against the HRE2 at the same time, just so we can clean up the border gore or something? Okay, and North America is ours, that's a good start. Well, I guess they still hold on to this. Is this like not core territory? Yeah, it's not core territory, so it doesn't automatically go over to us. How's India going? I was kind of just gonna let it lose. I guess we haven't called in our puppet yet. We could go over there and try to make something happen. Oh no, bad idea. We should have been garrisoning our ports. They're already almost in Paris. We're not gonna capitulate if they take Paris, right? Hopefully not. Wait, did they have paratroops? Did they drop in here? That's like the only explanation I can think of. That's weird. Okay, let's complete our true goal, as I said before, and clean up the border gore. That's really the only thing we have to do. And if there was any border gore in North America, it's gone now. I guess we should probably take that, and then things will be a ton better. But other than that, things I think will be pretty good after this. Let's just walk into here, and here, and here, and then, everything's so good. Oh no, and Prussia joined. Okay, well, it's interesting. Hopefully they guard that border. No, this event gets spammed out. This event! No! No! This is my worst nightmare. Maybe if I just hide the events? No. No. No! It just keeps popping up. This is too much to handle. No, the game just really wants me to know how dangerous this is. No! No! This game has to crash eventually. This can't keep going on forever. It has to crash, right? It has to crash. Well, events will keep expiring, yeah, so it will just go on. Well, that was an interesting mod that I did not really get to experience too much because of bugs. Well, I kind of did enjoy it though until that first crash and then until that event thing, but once it's fixed, I'll gladly play it again. I'm excited to see what comes out of it. I really want to actually do something. Anyway, I guess thanks for joining me and see you next time.